All right, welcome back. Got another Magic the Gathering story to go over, one that spiked my interest. Again, it's compliments of War Gamer. Really enjoy the site, so if you haven't been there, go ahead and check it out. They've got some interesting articles. But this one in particular caught my eye. The Nazgul cards from Magic Lord of the Rings spike by 550%. That is crazy. Now, the Nazgul are some of the most awesome entities in Lord of the Rings, so I'm halfway not surprised, but I'm very interested to see why. So let's go ahead and dive into this article and see what's up. All right, the 9 printings of Nazgul MTG cards are skyrocketing in price just before the launch of the set. Okay, let's see. Hours away from release, and while most cards in the Magic the Gathering set are seeing the expected fall in their anticipated value, there's one card that is spiking hard. The 9 different printings of the Nazgul are fast establishing themselves as some of the most expensive MTG cards in the Lord of the Rings set, behind only the powerful, standout cards like Orcish Bowmasters and the One Ring. The Orcish Bowmasters are awesome. That's a great card, and obviously the One Ring is too, of course. But the Orcish Bowmasters are pretty dope. All right, the Nazgul cards began spiking June 16th during the pre-release. Each one started off around $3, but now the most expensive Nazgul sits at 1875, an increase of 547%. Wow, that's pretty cool. And the least expensive one is $9.99, a 242 price spike. Mechanically, the Nazgul are identical. They're the same card, they just have different artwork. Presumably, that means the popularity of the artwork itself is the key factor deciding the difference in cost. Currently, the version by Antonio Manzanito is the most expensive, while the variant by Won Chon Choi is the least pricey. And that is these here. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. The horse. Okay. All right, let's try that again. There we go. And then this is the Choi one. That one looks cool too. Huh. It's interesting how people decide, which one's better and stuff. But kind of like this one too. That one's pretty cool. All right. Nazgul has an unusual effect as it's one of the few MTG cards that lets you break deck building restrictions of whatever format you're playing in. Most formats let you play just 4 copies of a card or just one in EDH, but you can instead put 9 Nazgul in your deck, one for each of the different artworks. It's similar to the cards like Seven Dwarfs or Persistent Petitioners. Presumably, this has something to do with the price spike. It seems likely that players are looking to collect one of every Nazgul so they can have the complete set in their decks. You just know anyone building a Nazgul deck won't want duplicate artwork. The card's uncommon too, which makes each variant fairly difficult to get a hold of. Oh, it's uncommon. I didn't look at that. That's pretty cool. Let's check these guys out. Oh yeah, they look. Oh, this one down here in the bottom right. That's cool artwork too. So, and they're all really good looking. See, that's what interests me is what makes this Nazgul by Antonio the best. I guess art's subjective, but it's only subjective if everybody ends up liking this art but doesn't like the Choi art. I don't know. It's weird. Very interesting. But I'm interested in know which one you guys like the best. For me, I kind of like this one down here in the bottom right with the moon in the background. Oh, that one's really cool. That's my favorite for sure. All right. And there's a perfect Nazgul MTG commander just waiting for those players. Lord of the Nazguls, looking like one of the most popular commanders in the MTG set, completely stacked with legendary creatures. There are already 457 submitted decks for the guy. Wow. That's more than any version of Gandalf or Frodo has gotten. Oh, crazy. Man, I'll tell you what though, I would love to build a Nazgul tribal deck, physical or MTG Arena. Let me know if it's something you guys want to see actually on Arena, and I'll happily make it. Might have to, get some wild cards to do it, but man, that would be pretty cool. Man, the art for them guys are really good. I like it. And being able to play 9 is a huge deal. So that's wow. Okay, man. This is the one thing that I was hoping that Lord of the Rings would do right, and clearly they've gotten it down. I like it. I really, really like it. But are any of you guys going for these physical cards, these Nazgul sets or whatever? So I'd be interested to see how much a complete set of these guys would go for, as if they're in varying prices. You know, would it take $100 to get all these guys physical? No, but there are common, so you might be able to pull them out of boxes, to get your collection kind of that way. But I mean, that's kind of more expensive. The boxes are one heck of a price, but I like it. But I'd like to know how you guys are thinking about this Lord of the Rings set in physical and arena, whichever one you play, or if you play both, it doesn't matter. Uh, I'm on the fence. I love these Nazguls, and I really am contemplating trying to get a Nazgul tribal deck together for alchemy, but I might have to hit up my buddy Shifty for that one, as he knows a lot more about alchemy than I do to kind of help me out there. But that's something to look forward to. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this, because I'll be checking. I'll be interested. These topics are kind of drawing me back in to the physical game. I'm not going to buy for personal. Now I'll buy for opening on the channel, or maybe we can do some giveaways or something. You guys let me know what you think about it. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.